It's May 19th, 2016. I keep hearing a lot of references towards, well, right now it's currently against Donald Trump. References about Hitler, about him being a lot like him. And it really is getting irritating to hear people every couple of years yell, "This is the new Hitler." Um, I don't even think half of them knows the ones that are yelling it. I don't think they even realize um, why or what they're referring to. Okay, this is my point. The Hitler was not a danger at the beginning. Okay, he was a crackpot. He got with a few people, got lucky. He took over Germany. That's on him. After that, everything that happened, he was given help, a lot of help. Neville Chamberlain, from Prime Minister of Great Britain, uh, wanted peace so badly that they purchased it at the price of countries that were near Germany. He made an arrangement or an agreement, or at least he said he wouldn't complain uh, if Hitler decided to take back two or any country's property that had over 50% German population. So he basically made it clear he would not go and make a big deal as long as Hitler didn't go too far. Um, th- this told Hitler basically that he didn't have the stomach to stand up and say no, this can't stand, and so therefore he knew he could go a little further. And with people like Hitler, you do not, you can't show weakness. You can't just let things get by. And so that's the major problem. Okay, and then there are two other people. There's Franklin Delano Roosevelt, who chose to, instead of leading as the President of the United States, he let popular opinion decide that we would not get involved at the time. And he should have led, and he didn't. It just wasn't that important to him at the time. And then we have Joseph Stalin, who had just taken over in the Soviet Union and was quite unprepared, unwilling to go into a fight with, with Hitler. And the decision at that point was, let's make a deal. And in that deal, they agreed to divide certain areas that was in Eastern Europe, like Poland, taking away their freedoms. Basically, just negotiating it away and didn't care what those people in that area thought of it. That is really the three people that helped Hitler. So whenever I hear someone yelling, "This man's like Hitler," I keep thinking to myself, the one you should be looking for is the one that is like Neville Chamberlain in Great Britain. And he should, if he had just taken a small stand early on, it might have kept Hitler into being a minor problem. Okay, and all three of those could have stopped it at any moment. He was a relatively easy problem to handle at the moment. Yeah, he was popular in his own country, but that's it. So that's what I find so disgusting about what's been happening over the last 5 years between Vladimir Putin, who I do believe Thanks to the way Europe and America has been dealing with this, I do believe that he could become a problem, a big problem, the longer we allow this to go on in Crimea and the Ukraine. And then I see Islamic State, which is a minor problem to me. It's violent, it's loud, but my major concern with that is that their party beliefs, their country's beliefs, basically is a lot like Nazi Germany. Get scapegoats, blame it on them, and do atrocities without any compunction, any thoughts. That concerns me. But Vladimir Putin is still the one that concerns me the most. President Obama, the biggest problem that I've got with him is he he just seems to be making concessions left and right to people like Vladimir Putin because he doesn't want to get involved in a military exercise. But another thing is, I find it disgusting that we're throwing missile after missile into an area that is already gone through horrible, horrible messes in the Islamic State, and we have we're fine with it, and he is getting away with it. And I have to ask myself, in 10 years, another decade, those children that survive all these bombs we're throwing, I wonder what their thinking is going to be. And I'm going to tell you, I don't think they're going to be all that kind with Obama's decision. And so, it amazes me that for a long time now, George W. Bush, they've been talking about bringing him to court. And I'm just going like, how is this any different? This is a war crime just as bad, if not worse, because, these people have no clue why we are throwing these missiles at them. And worse, they don't have any reason to believe this is coming to an end any day now. Because Obama has decided he's not going to bring this to an end. He's just going to throw missiles at it until he gets out of office. That, to me, is a horrible, horrible thing to do to people that have already gone through hell. And I just can't imagine how America can, especially those compassionates in America that talk about not doing bad things. How could you possibly think that doing this is somehow more compassionate than what happened in 2004 with George W. Bush? Okay, I think I've talked enough. Goodbye. Hope you pay attention. Thank you. Bye-bye.